hop across to her for that. Manisha, over to you.
Well, thank you. The one commodity that has seen the major price moves coming in clearly has been natural gas prices. We've seen prices decline by 7% for the US gas prices, and the UK and the TTF gas prices fell anywhere between 10 to 12% in the overnight markets there. So with this decline, now we're down by 10% for the last 1 month, and we're down more than 50% in last 12 months as well. So this has been a very sharp decline that we've continued to see in case of natural gas prices. Well, some of the reasons for that is you have seen record output in US. Europe is quite comfortable right now. It also has to do with the decline in available storage capacity. That seems to be pulling down prices there. And then the markets also are looking at mild weather forecast for the first half of November. And the heating demand thus is on the lower side, adding pressure to the prices there. If you look at the front month to the 2-month forwards there, we are looking at the highest contango ever. So that means that the front month prices have declined so much that the first month and the second month are much higher at this point in time. So the storage capacity is something that really seems to be worrying, and that can be seen in case of prices here. Demand is expected to pick up by mid-November, but the next 15 to 20 days are expected to see continuous pressure coming in for the natural gas prices. That is one is trading at below $3.3 per MMBTU there. If you look at the gas storage as well, it's 6% higher than the 5-year average. So that tells you that on a year-on-year basis, 5-year average basis, we are looking at high storages right now, and that is keeping the prices down. The output has been gaining on the higher side. So when you look at the US markets itself, in the month of October, we saw an all-time high at 104. That clearly has been breached in the month of November at 108 billion cubic feet per day of a production coming in. So that's a lot of gas being produced. Now, a lot of this gas is also going into the export terminals. Not so much of that is getting exported though, but it is making its way in the export terminals. So when in the month of April, it was at 14 billion cubic feet, and in October went to 13.7. April was an all-time highs, and we have made yet another all-time high in the month of November. So these numbers continue to increase in the markets with the expectation that the next 2 weeks also could be bearish, and you could be looking at further pressure coming in for natural gas, especially with the fact that the crude oil prices also have declined by 7% in the previous week. That seems to be adding pressure.
Okay, thanks a lot, Manisha, for that. Let's step into a quick break. On the other side, we'll get you a Diwali special.